albums of all time. Oh, and it's already on the desk, I just realized. Evie. Evie loves pens. Just gonna put that right there. And we're gonna be looking at Panic at the Disco's Pretty Odd. Welcome to the sound of Pretty Odd. This album is incredible. I know I say this with all the albums I own, but I really mean it when I say this is one of my favorite albums of all time. Evie, what are you doing? Come here, sit on my lap. This album is so different too compared to the rest of Panic at Disco's discography. It's very like folkish, folklore, like cottagecore. It's like cottagecore. It's honestly, I remember when I first got into it, my friend was showing me it, and it was just like, it was the kind of music that I just never thought I would fall in love with. Absolutely incredible. Nothing too special about the packaging of this vinyl. The sleeve has all the credits, extra pictures of the band. They're so cute. I love it so much. There's Ryan, Brendan, Spencer, and John. Then we got all the tracks with all the lyrics, very cute. I've actually never looked at this sleeve very in depth. I always just assumed it was just a bunch of the credits and stuff. I didn't realize on this side it has all the lyrics. And then I'm pretty sure the vinyl is just, basic, black. Amazing. Oh, this little, it's been used a lot, so. If you haven't really given, what was that sound? My sink is acting up, I guess. If you haven't given Panic at the Disco much of a listen, and if you don't really care much for them, I still highly recommend trying to give this album a listen. It's something else. Their first and second albums are just absolutely incredible. We got the tracks in the back. We're So Starving. 9 in the Afternoon. She's a Handsome Woman. Do You Know What I'm Seeing? The Green Gentleman. Things have changed. I Have Friends in Holy Spaces. Northern Downpour. When the Day Met the Light. And on side B, we have Past de Cheval. The Piano Knows Something I Don't Know. Behind the Sea. Folkin' Around. Kind of funny. She Had the World. From a Mountain in the Middle of the Cabins. And last but not least, Mad as Rabbits. The first track, it's more like a short track. It's like an interlude. It's very fun. It kind of just prepares you for the um, the sound of the album. It brings in a lot of instruments, a lot of horns, and it's a real vibe check. You know, they're they quite literally say we've been writing songs for you, and this is what they're gonna sound like, and I love it. What's funny enough though is that this is the last album that they were all four of the original members were together as a band, and there's a lyric in the first track of this. It's like, you don't have to worry because we're still the same band. And so after this album they split up, which is so sad. I'm laughing, but I'm still sad to this day. And then right after the opening track, it's 9 in the afternoon. That is the big single of this record. Sorry, Evie, keep whacking her with this. And it has just one of the most iconic openings for a song ever. I feel like everybody has heard this song before. As soon as the first piano chord comes down, which is this, 10, 10, 10, 10, everybody knows what's playing. It's just so good. I also love the horns in the chorus. Bam, bam, bam. It's really good. And then next, right after that, is kind of this song is interesting. It's, even though she's a handsome woman, even though it's Brendan Urie singing the song, it definitely feels like a Ryan song. He wrote it. And the guitar is really interesting too, because I think I don't play guitar. I play bass guitar, but I think it's tuned at a step down or something, which makes it pretty unique and oddly enough, pretty odd. It sounds great. I love it. It's so good. And then right into the next track. Do you know what I'm seeing? Do you know what I'm seeing, Amy? Do you know what I'm seeing was actually, oddly enough, the first track that I've ever heard from this album. I remember, just, a little nostalgic moment for me. Whenever I hear this, it brings me back to, just the first time I've ever heard it. And it was, my friend showing it to me. We were in high school. Sorry. There was a car honking its horn outside. That song, it reminds me of, it's midnight or something in the middle of the summer, and we were laying on top of this playground, on our backs, and looking up at the stars, and he played this song, and it was it blew my mind. It just the way the strings open and stuff, and it was so melancholy. I immediately fell in love. And the lyrics too, it's I know it's sad, but I never gave a damn about the weather, and and I never gave a damn about me. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's perfect. I loved it so much that I decided to listen to the album. And it always reminds me of that summer. What a beautiful summer. And then the next track, which one are we on again? I'm getting distracted with Evie. The Green Gentleman, Things Have Changed. This song I love this song. that's okay. It's like, and then like bends downwards. I think I could play it on this. One sec. I think it's like uh, F, wait. It's like, okay, that was very underwhelming, but like it just goes. It bends back into that note, and it's so good. I think it's like wait, F into like A sharp. I think. Wait, I'm blanking out. I can't think right now. And um, yeah, I just freak out about it every time I hear it. It's just so powerful. That's all I'm gonna say. I feel like I'll just rant forever. I've drank too much coffee this morning. And then, right after that is Northern Downpour. How dare they make such a sad, beautiful, but happy song. Another one that just reminds me of that summer. Such a good time. I it's so good. This entire album is like, I don't listen to it much actually because I love it so much that like when I hear even just like one song from it, I want to listen to the whole album, and it just makes me like in I feel so sad afterwards, but like a good sad, you know. It's just like too much nostalgia, I think. I don't know. Just so many emotions in this album for me. And then right after Northern Downpour, When the Day Met the Night. My dishwasher's on, by the way. I hope it's not too loud. It sounds pretty loud to me. In my headphones, it kind of sounds like rain. Anyways, When the Day Met the Night. This one also opens with, in my opinion, an iconic line. Like as soon as like the first note hits, it's like, oh, I know what song I'm listening to. And it's like it's like a guitar bending, like doon doon doon. It's so good. And then oh wait, I just realized I was just like, I was thinking about this track. I skipped one by accident. I Have Friends in Holy Spaces. That's after the things have changed for me. The song with the synth that I was talking about. I guess I got so distracted with that. But like, I Have Friends in Holy Spaces is also really fun, and it kind of feels like just like an interlude track, but it's like a full track for sure. And it kind of just like the whole song. It's like, imagine like a few horns, a ukulele, and just Brendan singing like naturally, but like it all sounds like it's coming off of like a gramophone, like an old style gramophone, and it's so beautiful. Anyways, sorry for skipping that song. I didn't mean to. We go on to Pas de Cheval. Very upbeat, very like happy song, which like we definitely need that after like all these like hard-hitting songs. Which is funny enough because the next song after that, holy crap, the piano knows something I don't know. This song hits so hard. It opens with some of the most beautiful instrumental bits that Band of Disco has ever written ever, in my opinion. I don't know how such a small bit can hold so much emotions. It's it's like, it's so, like, sad, but, like, not. I do a really bad job at explaining things. But, like, I feel like, and the lyrics are odd. Pretty odd. But, it's like, I won't cut my beard, I won't change my hair. It grows, I think funny flowers, but it grows nowhere. And it's like such odd and like cheesy lyrics on paper, but like the instrumental is so good that I feel like you could quite literally sing about anything, and you're gonna just overthink those lyrics and just dive into it. And right after the beginning, though, it goes back into like a folkish sounding song, really upbeat, very happy, almost as if like it gives me the vibe as like, I don't know, you're having like a lot of anxiety and you decide to just like push it away or something, and you kind of just fake it, and like, but then like right after the part, it says the title. It says he says the piano knows something that I don't know, and it goes back into the beginning part, and it's just it's so good. It's so emotional. I just want everyone in the world to listen to this song. I love it so much. Speaking of songs that I love so much, I think, to be honest, I think Behind the Sea is my favorite track on this album. Maybe. It's hard to say, but I get so excited when this song comes on. And this is the most nostalgic song, even though the first song I experienced was Do You Know What I'm Seeing? And but I remember, like, I think the same night, like, we weren't even listening to the album from start to finish. My friend was just showing me songs that he liked, and Behind the Sea also came on. And that was also iconic. I know that still to this day, I still hang out with them. And he's one of my best friends. Even when it comes on, like, we both end up looking at each other, especially at the part when everyone starts chanting, legs of wood, waves of wood and legs. It's so beautiful. It's very like, it's called Behind the Sea, and it really just feels like a bunch of sailors singing along. It's so good. Also, it's a song that Ryan sings, and his voice, in contrast to Brendan's, is just so perfect. I don't think I brought that up, but Ryan sings a lot in this album, and I just wish we got more of that in the future. It's another thing that makes me very sad about this album. It's a shame when an album is so good. It's like I listen to everything by Panic Disco, and I love Panic at the Disco. I love everything that Brendan Urie's ever done. But like, when you make an album that's too good, it's hard. It's hard to grasp that. Oh, jeez. And then, enough talking about that. Folking around, just as the title says, they're kind of just folking around. Very, like, yeah, folkish, lots of violin, very, cottagecore like. It's funny, it's fun. I like it. Would love it. I would love to like learn it on like, I don't play guitar a lot, but like I love to like learn how to play it, and, like, as cheesy as it sounds, play it on like a beach or something. I don't know. and then um, and then we have She Had the World. Another song with like it's both Ryan and Brendan singing, and they sound just so good together. Their harmonies are just absolutely perfect. I might listen to this album after I'm done. Actually, this She Had the World kind of reminds me, like, this album kind of feels like a musical on Broadway almost at times. Like it feels like it's characters singing or something. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. And then right after that we have From a Mountain in the Middle of the Cabins. Another amazing song. Oh, Evie. Baby. Yeah, I don't know what much to say. It's very catchy. The piano is amazing in it. There's lots of flutes, just a lot of instruments going on. And in fact, right after that, it's like the same thing, just lots of everything. There's so much horns, so much instruments. And Maz Rapids is a very good closer, in my opinion, that I've grown to love more and more as it ages. Because I remember when I first listened to it, like, as fun as a song it is, it's like really like rock and roll. I always thought that there's so many other songs in this album that could have made like a better last track, but because of how emotional this album is and so like odd it is at times, I think, and because of the band situation, Mad as Rapids, it like ends everything on like a good note. Like everything's, happy and like rock and roll, And I'm really glad that, because as emotional as this album gets me every time, I actually look back at it and I'm kind of glad that it ends on a good note and and doesn't use one of the sad songs. Yeah, probably would have emotionally destroyed me over time. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. It's so good. Back in the Disco's pretty odd. I highly recommend it. Evie. Wow, Evie stayed here the whole time. Oh, I guess that's because I have a blanket on my lap. It's cold out. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm over caffeinated right now, so I'm probably gonna stop talking now. But if you like this album, let me know what your favorite tracks are. If you know any cool like trivia or like interesting facts about the album, how it was made, like anything, like feel free to share that with me. I love that kind of stuff. I love knowing more about my favorite albums. Anyways, thanks for watching.